Yes, so hello and welcome to another edition of Sports Update Ghana. My name is Joseph Adamafio, and coming up in this edition, Black Stars players are set to arrive in Ghana ahead of their game against Sudan in the 2025 AFCON qualifier. So I'll be telling you which players are set to arrive first in the Black Stars camp. Also, we'll be looking at the details for the Black Stars training itinerary. Where are they going to train? We all know that the matches at the Accra Sports Stadium, but where would the Black Stars be training and what time would they be training? Well, I'll confirm that right here on Sports Update Ghana. Also, we're looking at the performance of some Black Stars players in Naki Williams, Ernest Nyama, as well as Majid Ashimeri were all in action in matches that were played on Sunday, and we'll be looking at their performances right here on the channel. Also, Coach Otuado was asked about why he dropped a certain player from the Black Stars squad, and he gave an interesting explanation to it, and we'll talk about it right here on Sports Update Ghana. All you have to do right now is to subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So now let's get right into it, and with just 4 days to Ghana's game against Sudan in the 2025 AFCON qualifiers, the Black Stars players are set to arrive in Ghana. Ghana has a match against Sudan on Thursday, October 10, 2024, and the venue for the match is at the Accra Sports Stadium. The Black Stars have just a few days to prepare for this match, so the players have to start arriving in camp early. Well, on Saturday, that is yesterday, a couple of players were involved in action, and right after their match, they were expected to set off to Accra to arrive in the Black Stars camp ahead of their game against Sudan. Well, guess what? These are the following players that are expected to arrive in camp first based on the matches that they played on Saturday. So who do we have here? Well, the first on the list is Mohamed Kudus. He played earlier on Saturday, so he's expected to arrive in camp as part of the first set of players. Also, Captain Thomas Partey, he's also expected to arrive in the Black Stars camp as early as Sunday evening or Monday morning. Fatawu Issahaku was also in action, as well as Jordan Ayew and Antoine Semenyo. They played in that match involving Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth yesterday, and unfortunately Bournemouth lost the game. But these three players are also expected to arrive in the Black Stars camp as part of the first set of players. Also, Braden Thomas Asante is also expected to arrive in the Black Stars camp, same as Jojo Wolacott, also who is also expected to arrive in camp. He played a match on Sunday, which is today, so he could be arriving late, but from UK to Ghana, it's not that far. It's not up to 12 hours or so. So they are all expected to arrive in camp. If they set off Sunday evening by probably Monday dawn, they are expected to arrive in camp. Also, Tariq Lamptey, well, his team Brighton were involved in action against Spurs on Sunday, but Tariq Lamptey is also expected to set off on Sunday to arrive in the Black Stars camp. So these are some Black Stars players who are expected to arrive in camp early. Also, I think Alexander Jiku also played for Fenerbahce on Saturday, so he's also expected to arrive in camp early. So these are the players that are expected to arrive in camp early. We expect around 12 to 15 players to be part of the Black Stars first training session, which will be held. Now let's move on to the second item that we have for today. Now, the second item that we have for today is the Black Stars training session. Okay, some players have arrived in camp on Monday. Now, what is the itinerary? Are they going to be sitting there to wait for other players? Well, that is not going to be the case. On Monday, that is the 7th of October, the Black Stars will be opening camp and they'll be holding their first training session. As I talk to you right now, the Black Stars coaches have already arrived in camp. Coach Otuado, as well as his assistant, that is Fatah Odala, the goalkeeper's trainer, as well as John Pentel and his other coaching assistants have all arrived in the Black Stars camp, waiting for the players to arrive as well. Now, we all know that the Black Stars will be playing their match in Accra, so there's no need for them to go and camp in Kumasi and all that. So they'll be camping in Accra and they'll be training in Accra. But unfortunately, the GFA have not told us where the Black Stars will be having their training session, but it looks like it will be at the Accra Sports Stadium, but it is not certain yet. It's up to Coach Otuado and the technical team to decide whether they want to train at the Accra Sports Stadium or an alternative place. We have the Legon Sports Stadium over there. Then the pitch that belongs to St. Thomas Aquinas is also good. We don't know whether they'll be training over there. Presec has also some good pitches that they can go and train on, and we've seen the Black Stars train in all these pitches in the past. If you don't know, I'm telling you, the Black Stars used to train at the Presec pitch, and all those who attended Presec will testify to this. So yes, we don't know the exact place that the Black Stars will be training, but this is the latest that we have on the Black Stars and their preparations for the game against Sudan. Now, let's go on and do some more and talk about some Ghanaian players who were involved in action on Sunday. Well, in the Spanish La Liga, Athletic Bilbao came up against Girona, and unfortunately, Bilbao lost the game by 2-1, and Ghana striker, that is Inaki Williams, played a full throttle in this match. Unfortunately, his team lost the game by 2-1. In France as well, Lyon came up against FC Nantes, and Ghanaian attacker, that is Ernest Nuama, came on as a substitute in this match, and Olympic Lyon won the game by 2-0. In Belgium as well, Ghana's midfielder Majid Ashmeru came on as a substitute for Anderlecht as they defeated Standard Liège by 3-2, and Majid Ashmeru came on as a substitute in this particular match to give off his best in the match when he came on shortly after Anderlecht scored their third goal in the match. Well, let's wrap up on this note. So on Friday, during the squad announcement by Coach Otuado, the Black Stars coach was asked about why he left out Ghanaian striker, that is Michael Beidou, from Ghana's squad to face Sudan. Michael Beidou is currently the highest scoring Ghanaian player in abroad. He has 10 goals in the Swiss league, and unfortunately, he was left out of Ghana's squad to face Sudan. In fact, he hasn't made a debut for the Black Stars yet. Coach Otuado was asked about why he left out Michael Beidou, and listen to the excuse he gave.
Players which should be called, and we have to strongly believe that those are the best strikers we have in this country, and that's why we call them. The second question, I said it before, it's always difficult, I can understand, and he's on our radar, we are in touch, but I think, okay, I said I wouldn't answer, but I'll answer for you. It's an excellent striker, Michael Beidou. It's an excellent striker, and we'll see what will happen in the future. Like I said, at the moment, this is what we think. Inaki scoring, Bilbao, Semenyo scoring, Bournemouth. So, to be honest, I think the Premier League is a little bit tougher than the Swedish League, and this is the reason why they're informed at the moment. But we'll see what will happen in the future. He's a very good striker, and looking forward to get to know him personally.
So that is what Coach Otuado said, saying that the Swiss league is not as competitive as the Premier League. We all know that that is a fact. But when Mohamed Kudus was playing for FC Nordsjælland, Kwesi Appiah gave him the chance and all that. But you are saying Michael Beidou plays in the Swiss league and it's not competitive as other leagues. We hope that you win this game against Sudan, Coach Otuado. Well, I'll end on this note, but I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for doing the watching. My name is Joseph Adamafio. Please subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment.